Hey everybody, Terra Watcher here. The time has finally come. Terra 2 is being launched in just 12 hours. That's when the mainnet is going to go live. The first block is going to be produced and the network is going to start processing transactions. I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to using this brand new blockchain. Um, so in this video is going to have two parts. First, I'm going to talk about the airdrop. I'm going to provide you with a few new details, some new information's been released about the airdrop, so I'll just tell you about that. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the tokenomics of New Luna. Now, I think it's pertinent to briefly talk about the tokenomics of New Luna at this point because you're going to have a decision to make, right? You always have a decision to make when you get an airdrop. Am I going to hold it or am I going to dump it? And I don't care what you do. You could do whatever you want. Just one thing I would advise is that you figure out what New Luna is before you dump it. Because maybe your knee-jerk reaction is just dump it right away. There's a lot of negative sentiment right now, but you should do the research and figure out what New Luna is. You should figure out what Terra 2 is, figure out what its potential is. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit, just so that you can make an informed decision when you decide to hold it or to dump it. Sound good? All right, let's get started. So, first of all, a little caveat: this whole situation is, very dynamic, very fluid. What I'm trying to do here in this video is to provide you with the most recent and accurate information possible. However, by the time you watch this video, things may have slightly changed, and there could be a few small inaccuracies in this video. I personally think everything here is accurate, and I'm using this information that I'm giving to you to make my own decisions, but well, who knows? I'm pretty sure it's accurate. All right, so part one. Let's talk about the Luna airdrop. So if you want to know about eligibility for the airdrop, you can watch my previous video. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to know when the airdrop is going to be exactly, down to the second, then there it is on the screen. So it's going to be in about 12 hours on May 28th at 6 a.m. UTC. That's the time in the United Kingdom. However, it could be delayed a little bit, but this is the time that's being given out to validators of the new chain. So this is the official time. This is when they're going to try and launch, and it probably will be launched at this time. And the way the airdrop works is your airdrop will become available, I guess, after the first block is produced. Your airdrop's just going to automatically be in your addresses. So let's talk about how to get access to it. So I think the best thing to do is going to be to use Terra Station. If you've been on Terra Station lately, maybe you've seen this little icon. This is just a screenshot from the Terra Station web application. This is the wallet for Terra 1 produced by TFL. I think it's also going to be compatible with Terra 2. That's what I'm trying to say here. So when Terra 2 launches, I think there's going to be a little icon right here next to Terra Classic. It'll probably say Terra or Terra 2. You just click on that and the wallet will switch networks to Terra 2. You'll have all the same addresses and your airdrop will be waiting for you in your addresses. It's going to be just like switching from the mainnet to the testnet, I believe. If you've never done it before, when you go play on the testnet, you've got all the same addresses, the exact same addresses. It's just the assets are different. And yeah, I think it's just going to be that smooth, that seamless and smooth and easy. However, here are a couple of cases where it won't be very easy to get your airdrop, or at least you won't get it right away. If you had your assets, your Terra assets, on an exchange prior to the attack or after the attack, then the exchanges are going to be figuring that out for you. They are going to claim the airdrop, or they're going to receive the airdrop on your behalf, and then they're going to forward it to you. Virtually all exchanges are supporting this airdrop, which is good. So yeah, you'll just have to look into that for yourself based on your own circumstances. Now, if you had Terra assets on a bridge, either before the attack or after the attack, with the two snapshots, bridges are not supported, so you're completely out of luck. You're screwed. No, no, that's not the case. Bridges are supported, but not right away. Because with a bridge situation, it's kind of hard to figure out who owns what when it's all just sitting in that one address, the bridge. TFL is going to figure that out, and if you had your Terra assets on a bridge prior to the attack or after the attack, you will be getting the airdrop, just not right away. So a popular situation is Luna on Coinbase. Luna on Coinbase was never native, right? That was never native Luna. That was always wrapped Luna, so it was using a bridge. So if you had Luna on Coinbase prior to the attack, well, first of all, TFL is going to have to figure out the bridge situation, and then your exchange, Coinbase, is going to have to figure out how to forward that airdrop to you. I'm confident it will all get straightened out, but many users may have to be patient. The ideal thing is if you had your Terra assets in an address that you controlled prior to the attack, and that's why on Twitter, for the post-attack snapshot, I was saying everybody should bring their Terra assets to addresses that they control for the second snapshot. Anyway, here's some more details. So this is really interesting. As you know, 30% of your airdrop is going to be liquid. You'll be able to transfer it immediately. 70%, however, is going to be locked. It's going to be vesting for 2 years with a 6-month cliff. However, while it's locked, it'll be staked, and I think you'll earn staking rewards. So let me lay this paragraph on you. This is from a Medium article by TFL. I'll put the link in the description. All vesting Luna will be automatically staked to validators. Users will earn staking rewards on their vesting Luna and can claim these rewards at any point. Users can also redelegate Luna while it's vesting and being staked. So I don't know about you, but from this paragraph, I'm pretty much 99% sure that you will be able to withdraw your staking rewards in a liquid form and trade them as you wish. So that's pretty great. You'll be able to earn a yield on the locked and staked part of your airdrop. What will that yield be? I think it's going to be around 7%. Do Kwon has said publicly that he would like to target a 7% staking yield, so I think that's what it'll be. So that's pretty interesting. The locked portion of your airdrop will earn a yield. You'll be able to withdraw it whenever you please, and you'll be able to vote in governance, and you'll be able to redelegate to whichever validator you prefer. Now, on that note, speaking of validators, I'll just put my cards on the table right here. I work for Orbital Command. Orbital Command is a fantastic community validator. They validated on Terra 1 for about a full year, and they're going to be included in the Genesis set for Terra 2. Now, the thing with validators is going from Terra 1 to Terra 2, a lot of validators have dropped out. There are a lot of new validators, so it's kind of hard to figure out which validators to actually trust. Orbital Command is not the only reliable validator, for sure. I can also recommend Terabytes and Danku, but Orbital Command is just one of those good, solid community validators who were around for about a year with Terra 1. Orbital Command does all kinds of things for the community. They have high quality equipment, virtually no downtime whatsoever, and they're just highly respected, highly trusted. And you shouldn't even put all of your Luna in one basket. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But Orbital Command is definitely one of the validators that you should delegate some of your new Luna to. All right, so part two. Okay, part two. I want to talk about the tokenomics right now. The tokenomics of new Luna. So as you can see, I have a bit of a bias right here why you shouldn't dump this airdrop. I'm not going to be dumping mine. You can dump yours, whatever, I don't care, but at least listen to what I have to say. Like, figure out what the tokenomics are. What is the nature of new Luna? Figure out what it is before you decide to hold it or dump it. So Terra 2 is going to have excellent devs. It's going to have a great user experience. It's going to have low fees because it's located in the greater Cosmos ecosystem, and it's got a huge brand. Like, if you compare it to comparable layer ones, like comparable blockchains in Cosmos, like Juno and Evmos, Terra is just going to be way bigger. It's going to be the biggest chain on Cosmos, but a lot of people just aren't convinced that that's enough to, get traction, attract new capital. A lot of people are kind of pessimistic. A lot of people are running around on Twitter saying that now that Luna is no longer hyper deflationary, now that there's no more algorithmic stablecoin, it's just going to be a boring layer one. It won't be interesting. It won't attract attention or capital. I disagree, because Terra 2 is going to have all these things, plus it's going to have something that nothing else in crypto has. So here it is. Terra 2's UVP, its unique value proposition, is that it's going to be the smart contract platform with the most decentralization at the largest scale. The most decentralization at the largest scale. It's easy to have decentralization at a small scale, and it's also easy to kind of grow to a very large scale without decentralization, kind of like the Binance smart chain, right? No decentralization there, but they're good at scale. Terra 2 is going to balance scale and decentralization better than anything else in crypto. And yes, that includes Ethereum. Never forget the 70% Ethereum, the 70% ETH pre-mine from 2014, right? I think the supply of ETH remains very, very concentrated. I think Terra 2 is going to be more decentralized than Ethereum. And here's why. Let's look at the new Luna allocation. So the 70% of the total initial supply of new Luna is going to be airdrop. This will be the biggest airdrop in the history of crypto, and that's not marketing or advertisement. That's not hyperbole. That's just a reality. This airdrop is going to be worth billions of dollars. 70% goes to the community. A further 20% is going to be in the hands of the airdrop recipients via governance, right? Because a further 20% is going to be in the community pool, and the airdrop recipients will use their new Luna to vote on how those funds are dispersed or allocated. So basically, 90% is going to the community. 10% is going to the devs via the dev liquidity mining program, and that's good. We definitely need that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But just the thing is, what is missing from this pie chart here? No VCs. There's no VCs, no investors, no early seed round or whatever. There's no team portion. The team is not getting anything. Furthermore, there's no foundation. Like, it's just the community and the developers. Now, it's true. Ultimately, it depends on who owned Luna prior to the attack, because they're going to get a lot of new Luna. Who owned UST after the attack, they're going to get a lot of new Luna. That's true. But really, this whole catastrophe and everything that's gone on has really shuffled the deck. So I think the stakeholders for Terra 2 are going to be a very diverse, a very wide, very interesting group of different entities. And I think that is going to bode very well for the decentralization of this network. So what's the value of new Luna even going to be? Like, okay, there's the allocation, but what's the value? Well, pretty straightforward. You're just going to pay transaction fees with it, but that won't really matter because the transaction fees are very, very low on Cosmos. So you will need it, but it's not like you need it with Ethereum with those $100 transaction fees. Also, governance, like I mentioned, you're going to stake your Luna, and you're going to vote on how to allocate the 200 million new Luna in the community pool, and also, vote on network parameters, things like that. Maybe you'll vote on the inflation schedule, and that's pretty valuable. And also, there's the staking rewards. So basically, since this situation, there's no cap on the new Luna supply, it is going to have inflationary staking rewards. The way this works is it's not so much a reward for staking as it is a punishment for not staking. Because if you don't stake, you get diluted. Everybody who's staking is going to earn 7% a year with inflationary rewards or whatever, meaning that the people who don't stake get diluted. And this works for Cosmos, works pretty well for Cosmos, I think. They have the same thing, no supply cap, inflationary staking rewards. Some other chains in Cosmos do this, so yeah, there you go. That's why you would want to hold Luna and stake it. Okay, so looks like that's the end of the video. All right, let's wrap up. So what did we learn here? What did we learn? The airdrop is automatically going to appear in your wallet. You're going to have the same addresses, and it's just going to be there. The locked portion of your airdrop is going to generate a liquid staking rewards, and you'll be able to vote on it and pick your own delegator and pick your own validator. I mean, you can delegate to a validator of your choice or several validators. I would recommend you delegate to Orbital Command and also Terabytes and Danku, and just figure out who the community validators are and delegate to them, because Your Luna is safest with them. You won't have to worry about slashing fees, and they support the community. So the unique value proposition of Terra 2 is that it's got the most decentralization at the greatest scale. Now, I don't know about you, but I got into crypto when people actually cared about decentralization. Like the mission with Bitcoin was decentralization. Nowadays, I don't know, in the last few years, it seems like people want venture capitalists. It seems like people want the supply to be constrained. It seems like people want Solana. I don't want that. I don't think that's valuable. If you value decentralization, if you value a wide, diverse group of stakeholders made up of, yes, VCs, yes, whales, but also retail and all kinds of different groups, then Terra 2 should be interesting to you and potentially very valuable. All right, that's the end of the video. And remember, it's going to launch in 12 hours. I'm super excited, and I'll see you on the other side with Terra 2. Goodbye.